Okay. Yay! We have sound. I don't know what the hell went on in the last stream, but I've restarted everything again and we have sound. Thank God for that. Anyway, thank you all for being super patient and bearing with me while I sort out whatever that my weekly Wanted or Don't series. Oh, I think it's my internet. I think that's what's going on. Okay, I think it might be my internet that's causing all the trouble. I don't usually have any trouble with the internet, but for some reason today it's playing up. Maybe it's just the heat it can't deal, because I know I sure can't deal with the heat. Anyway, this is my weekly Wanted or Don't series. So this is like my version of a Will I Buy It series. So I go through all the new video releases that have been released over the past week or sneak peeked over the past week, and we have a good old chat about them and whether I will be picking them up, whether I'm interested in them, and the reasons why I am not interested. And you guys can jump on in the chat and let me know your thoughts on everything while we go through. This week there was a few bits and pieces that were released. Nothing too exciting, I don't think. Maybe one or two things that grabbed my attention, but other than that, it was a bit boring. But we're still going to have a chat about it anyway. We might start off with, I'm not quite sure what we might start with. We might start with good old Colourpop. So as you know, Colourpop is a terrible offender of releasing something every single week. I think it's been, I want to say maybe it's been half a week since they last released something. I know last week we spoke about the Disney Frozen 2 collection. This week they have released another monochromatic palette. So this is the Wear Coconuts for You collection. So this includes a palette and some Super Shock shadows, some, what are these? They're like the lip tints, and some bronzers by the looks of it. I am sweating already. Don't mind my sweaty moustache. It is hot in front of these lights, I will tell you that. So the eyeshadow palette, I mean, it's neutral. It is as neutral comes, but I don't know. I think out of some of the monochromatic palettes they've done recently, this is probably one of the better ones. And I do believe that this doesn't have any press glitters in it. Maybe it has one. I don't know whether I've just told a lie or not. Maybe it does have a press glitter in it. The swatches don't look like they have a press glitter. I definitely know the Disney collection, they were all, most of them were press glitters. It had like 3 press glitters in each, but I'm not quite sure about this coconut one. Maybe it does. Maybe it does have press glitters. I cannot tell. Here we go. Coconut palette. I can't see any information to explain whether it's got pressed glitters in it or not, but it looks like they may just be shimmers, which for once, thank God they're finally listening. And the swatches look like they are just shimmers, not pressed glitters. So, I mean, out of the palette, I think this is one of the better ones. I know a lot of people hate those pressed glitters. So if this doesn't have pressed glitters, I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. If this doesn't have press glitters, I think it will be a winner for a lot of people. But if it does, it's going to be a big no again. Hello, Michelle. Welcome and thank you for joining me as per usual. And I'm so glad that you can hear me this time because I don't know what was going on that first time. Next is a collection from, back to the Colourpop. You guys know how I feel about the Super Shock shadows. I'm never interested in them. I never use the ones that I have, so I always steer clear of them. The lip tints, these don't look too bad. I think that this would potentially be something that I would purchase. I wouldn't purchase them, but if I was going to, I think these would be really good for like an everyday slap on and go for work. And then the bronzers, I don't need it. I have enough bronzers that I'm struggling to get through as it is. Like the bronzer I've been panning this year, I only just finished, and we're in November. So it's taken me like a good solid 10.5 months to pan a bronzer. So I don't need any more. Next is some new goodies coming from Kaleidos Makeup. So these are some lip products. So they're releasing 3 liquid lipsticks and 3 lip glosses. And these are kind of interesting because the way they look in the tube looks a lot different to how they come off on the lips. I'm just going to see if I can find some photos of how they look on the lips, because they do come off quite interesting. That in the tube they look really vibrant, but when they are on the lips, they seem to come off quite almost muted. Where did I see those photos? And then the lip glosses look really nice. Not gonna lie. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find, because they look really interesting on the lips, like really different to other liquid lipsticks that I've seen. It's quite along the lines of that like Asian trend of lip products. Here we go. Can you guys see them? Like there's the lip glosses and the photos I've got. Anyway, these look really nice. The lip glosses look super juicy and glorious. And I love how Kaleidos just keep following along with the theme of their brand. So the Kaleidos brand is like all about like futurism and like space and different things like that. And these are just kind of following along with these. So they've called these the Lip Tonic and the Lucid Lips, and they've got different names like Fantasize, Mesmerize, Crystallize, Infusion, Immersion, and Injection. So these look really nice. I don't think I will buy these though, because I have so many liquid lipsticks. I would be interested in the formula, but I feel like everyone's kind of getting off the liquid lipstick train. So I do appreciate that they're coming out with the gloss, because I think a lot of people are really into glosses at the moment. I'd be interested to know how they feel on the lips, whether they're like super sticky or whether they're a really nice, comfortable formula. And I guess same with the liquid lipsticks, because you all know I cannot stand drying liquid lipsticks. Like my lips just cannot handle drying liquid lipsticks. So I'd be interested to see what these are like, considering that like muted look about them, whether they do dry down quite a lot or whether they are more of like a comfortable moussey formula. So I'm interested in these, but I don't think I will buy them. So I don't know. What do you guys think about these? I think lipsticks and lip products at the moment, it just like it has to be either a formula that I am dying to try or a new shade in like a formula that I absolutely love for me to go out of my way and purchase it at the moment. In terms of trying new products, I just have so many lip products in my collection that I don't really go out of my way to try new formulas. Next, I guess this is just news. It's not really anything exciting, and I probably won't pick anything up, but the Deciem Black Friday sale has already started, and they're having 23% off site-wide for the entire month of November except Black Friday. So if you want anything from the Deciem brand, some of their products are amazing. Their hand cream from the Hand Chemistry is the best hand cream I've ever tried. And some of the Ordinary products are really nice as well. And if you like facial oils, I definitely recommend getting them from the Ordinary, because they're super cheap, and an extra 20% off that price is a good deal, I think. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that this would happen this year, but did you all see that Jaclyn Hill is bringing out some more products in her brand? I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's a little bit too soon. I feel like there's definitely a lot of people that have not gotten over the first release from her brand yet. And I don't know how this is going to go down. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that really will not support this, or they they'll buy it, like they'll support it just to make like a video about it and see if there's like some controversy behind this release to get those views. Not gonna lie, I did, as soon as I saw the little like promo thing saying we're releasing a new product, instantly thought it was highlighters. So this collection looks to be a collection of loose highlighters, along with 2 palettes which kind of resemble the Hourglass ambient lighting products, and they kind of have very similar names. And then we also have looks like you can get the powders in individual as well, and then there's 3 brushes as well. I'm not going to buy any of this. I just can't with Jaclyn Hill anymore. I just can't. After the last release, and I've heard that there's some people that haven't gotten their refunds yet and all that jazz. I can't. And these, I don't know, everyone in the promo, well, not the promo, the party videos were all banging on about how smooth and how beautiful they look on the skin. I think that these look a bit like chunky and texture. I don't think they look all that smooth, in my opinion. I definitely think that when you see how they go on the skin, like they are blinding, like they are insane, almost to the point where I think it might be a little bit too much. Dare I say that? I never thought I'd say a highlighter would ever be too much. You guys know how much I love my highlighters, but I don't know. And I don't like the idea of the palettes. I don't think the colors that she's chosen in the palettes are all that great. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I definitely won't buy anything from her. I just can't support her. I just can't support her after everything that she's done. I just can't support her. And I'm just kind of waiting to see what the drama is going to be with this release, because no doubt there'll be one. Next, we have a collection from Inglot. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed about this collection. Back on the Jaclyn Hill collection, are any of you interested in it? Are you going to pick any of it up? Or do you feel exactly the same way that I do about the collection and the drama and everything? So back to the Inglot. So they have released a holiday collection, and this consists of 2 eyeshadow palettes and a advent calendar by the looks of it. And it is going to be a 12-day advent calendar. So I'm a little bit disappointed with these palettes. They look very, I guess, in my opinion, very The Balm-esque with their packaging and how they're laid out. I think these are a little bit boring for a Christmas collection, particularly when they've named them Pralines and Candy. I just think that these could have been a little bit more exciting considering the names of the palettes. I'm not going to lie though, the advent calendar does really intrigue me. I am a massive fan of Inglot. I love their products. So having an advent calendar, it does really, really intrigue me. I'm not going to buy it though. I'm not going to buy it. And the eyeshadow palettes, the swatches look really nice. They look like they have a good balance of mattes and shimmers, but it's just not for me. It's something that I'm missing in my collection. And I just think, I don't know, I feel like these have really missed the mark in my opinion. Inglot is such an awesome brand, and this to me is just a massive letdown. Massive, massive letdown. Speaking of the Balm, we have some new palettes from the Balm for Christmas, and these are the Total Package pocket size makeup palettes. So these consist of, I think they have 2 powder products in them. So a blush and bronzer, I think, is in each of them. And then it has a set of 9 cream products. I believe that these are cream. Lip and cheek creams, shadows, and liners. So it is a 9-pan of creams and a 2-pan blush, bronzer duo in each of them. So I do like how they've definitely separated them out. They've made them completely separate, so you've got no chance of getting the powder, particularly if you're anyone like me that's quite messy with your bronzer and your blush. You've got no chance of getting that in the cream. But I just think it's a little bit weird having a cream in this format, and I'm wondering how long these will last. I've always found that any creams that I haven't had like sealed or closed up have dried out really, really quickly. I would imagine that these would be the same case, that they would dry out really quickly. And the fact that they are lip, cheek, shadow and liners, I don't know about that, how the formula will be if they are advertised as lip, cheek and eye products. Like, to me, my lip glosses are usually a little bit more like tacky and creamy and thick. Same with like your cheek products. I don't know how those would go on the eye. Like, I put my eye products, particularly if they claim to be a bit more of like a smooth formula. So I'd be interested to see the formula on these. I'm definitely not going to buy it. Just excuse me for a second while I open my ginger beer. It is so hot. I have like cold drinks all around me because it's so hot. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I just feel like the balm is super tacky. Does anyone else feel like that? I feel like the balm, it used to be all right, but they are just gone to, they've gone straight to Taxville. In my opinion, I think that this palette is so tacky, and all the like the nude palettes and the meat matte nude and the meat matrimony and all that, I just think it's a little bit tacky in my opinion. And yeah, I don't, anyone that's been here for quite a while know that I don't really like when makeup brands mix like sexual kind of concepts. I just don't think it's necessary, and I think the balm is one brand that does that a little bit, and like kind of in a weird way. They kind of sexualize the makeup a little bit, not in like a sexy way. It's kind of like in a sleazy manizing way, and I think it's a bit weird. I find it weird, and I'm the same, Michelle. I'm not drawn to the balm at all. I just find their packaging very dated and very tacky. And I also, what else was I going to say? Their products are always a bit weird. They tend to mix creams and powders quite a lot, and yeah, it's just a bit all over the place. The only thing that I have, I think, from the balm is the Manizer palette, the Mary Luminizer and the Cindy and the Betty Lou. It comes in like a trio. I have that, and I think that's it from the balm. Next is from NYX Cosmetics. These are the Dazed and Diffused Blurring Lipsticks. These are an interesting concept. I saw these and I immediately thought that they were one from Kat Von D and two that they were an eyeliner of some sorts, but they're actually a pencil, like a sharpenable pencil, and they are from NYX. So yeah, I'm still a bit confused by the packaging. There is let me see what it is. Dual-ended lippy, features a jojoba oil infused crayon for smoothly lining and filling in your lips with rich velvety matte color. Also includes a synthetic pro lip brush. So on one end is the pencil that you sharpen down, and the other end is a lip brush. So I don't think it's a terrible idea. Like, it's along the lines of putting a spoolie on the end of an eyebrow pencil. I don't think I necessarily like the idea that these are like a sharpenable crayon. I don't know. To me, I would imagine these would be more along the lines of the texture of a lip liner rather than a lipstick. I don't know. There's some swatches, but I can't find any swatches of what they look like on the lips and how they feel on the lips. They do have the oil in them, so I'm hoping that they won't be overly drying, but they may be drying considering they're in a sharpenable pencil formula. For it to hold its shape, it would have to be quite a stiffer formula. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see about that. I find this really weird. I just find it weird. So Davina Cosmetics have come out with a new collection. This is releasing on Black Friday. So this has some shimmery, shifty colors. And then there's also some more foiled formulas. This blue and this green. Oh, that's singing to my soul. I've heard good things about the sheerer shifting sparkly formula from Davina. It's not really a kind of formula that I ordinarily prefer. These ones tend to be good as like a topper, different things like that. And I don't really use shadows as toppers all that much. I like it to be like a good payoff right from get-go and not have to put like a shimmer over the top or something like that to make it look pretty. I just don't like that extra step. I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to my makeup. Yeah, I would like to try Davina eventually, but it's not really high on my list, and there's nothing in their collection at the moment that makes me so desperate to try their brand and buy something from them. So they're definitely on the list of brands that I want to try. They may make it onto my list of brands that I want to try in 2020. I'm not sure. I haven't finalized that list yet. But I am always keeping an eye on their collection, always kind of side-eyeing what they're bringing out. But this one, it's a pretty collection, but I'm not desperate to buy it. That's how I feel about a lot of things lately. Like, it's pretty, but I don't need it. Like, I can admire it from afar, but I don't need it in my collection. God. So Revolution Skincare have released a new face mask. This is another one in collaboration with Jake Jamie. This is a mince pie mask. Why? Why do you want a mince pie face mask? That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. It looks like the consistency of mince pie as well. It's very strange. What does this have in it? This has glycerin to hydrate, antioxidant, apple fruit extract, and festive orange peel. This is so weird. Why do you need a mince pie face mask? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It like almost looks like the consistency of mince pie as well. Can you guys see that? How strange. That is the weirdest thing ever. No, I'm not going to buy this. I don't even like mince pies to begin with. Controversial, I know. I cannot stand mince pies, so I definitely don't want to be putting it all over my face. Let me see. I just wanted to mention this, but I just want to see how long... no, that looks like it was just one day. Ulta 3 have some packs for Christmas. They have an advent calendar, which is a nail polish advent calendar. It looks like it's just 12 days. So if you're a fan of the Ulta 3 nail polishes, there's that option. There is also an eyeshadow palette, 2 face palettes, and then there is a nail polish set. So I think that Ulta 3 is a pretty good brand for the price. They are like super cheap. The 8-pen face palettes are only $14.95. So if you have someone that's younger or you're wanting to play with different blush colors or highlight contour colors, like these would be good sets to grab and try. Haven't tried all that much from Ulta 3. I do want to get around to that one day. But from what I've heard about the brand, it's not too bad, especially for the price. So if you want to get some nice face sets or blush sets for someone for Christmas, I think these would be pretty good sets. Darlene says that the nail polish from Ulta 3 is very good. That's interesting to know. That's all right. I totally understand what you meant. As you can see, I'm not very good when it comes to nail polish. I am a hot mess when it comes to nail polish. These are my fingernails after like a day. I'm the worst when it comes to nail polish. I'll paint my nails and then I get very, very impatient and I'll go do something and I have them like smudged everywhere. So my nail polish usually doesn't last very long and my toes are just as bad. I'm the worst when it comes to nail polish. I just don't have the patience to wait for it to dry. And at my work, I'm like constantly pulling staples out all day long. So it chips super easily because I'm like pulling staples out and messing with paper all day long. So it never lasts. More from Jaclyn Hill. I spoke about that last week. Oh, did you see the new collaboration that is coming out with Tarte? So Tarte is collaborating with, I think it's Lele Pons or Lily Pons. She is releasing a, where is it? It's an eyeshadow palette, which looks very boring. And then I think there's some, where is it? Here we go. So it's an eyeshadow palette with 2 face products, and then it looks that there is a set with a liquid lipstick and some lashes. I have no idea who this girl is, but this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I like the 2 face products in the eyeshadow palette, but the rest of the eyeshadow palette's quite boring. So definitely going to skip this. I don't think that this will come to Australia. I don't think the collaborations that Tarte do with like influencers and stuff generally come to Australia. So I don't think I could get it even if I wanted to. But I think it's really boring. That's all I'm going to say. House Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand, is coming out with a collection for Christmas. So this looks like it has, let me see. We have a lipstick, some Glam Attack metallic creams, which I think are her eyeshadows. And then there is a burlesque holiday set. So I think that the lipstick looks really nice, but I actually think it might be it looks metallic in the tube, but when you see how it looks on Lady Gaga, it doesn't look all that metallic. So I'm not quite sure about the lipstick. It says it is a universally flattering true red lipstick. Don't know about that, but anyway, it does look really nice. It looks really pretty, that lipstick. The eyeshadows, so they're like a liquid cream eyeshadows, very similar to the Stila Magnificent Metal Shimmer and Glow formula. I don't know. I'm struggling to use up my Stila eye glitters and shimmer and glows. I have like a ridiculous amount of them, so I definitely don't need any more kind of cream eye products in a tube. And I've heard mixed things about the Lady Gaga line. I don't know. And I think is she still only on her website and on Amazon, I think. So yeah, I'm not going to buy any of this, but I definitely think that red lipstick looks really nice. I was surprised that when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, hello," but I'm not going to buy it. Not going to buy it. Have any of you tried anything from House Labs? And if you have, what did you think? Because I am very curious, but I've heard like very mixed things about them. The next collection is from M Cosmetics, and this is her holiday collection. And this is a very simple and basic collection, but I really have to admit, when I saw this, I did do a double take. So this is the Magic Hour collection. This consists of an eyeshadow palette, a radiant veil blush, and a tinted lip luminizer. So super duper basic collection. But when I saw this, I don't know, there's something about this. When I saw it, I was like, hello, I think I might need you. I just really like how the palette is this little 6-pan palette. It looks super pretty, very basic, but I think it would be a really good like go-to palette for a lot of people. I think it's really pretty. So basic. Let me see if I can find some pictures of it swatched or on someone's face. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So these are like the promo pictures from the shoot, and the girls just look beautiful and dewy and glowy and radiant. So this releases in, it looks like about a day and a half. I don't know. I'm very tempted. And I don't know why. Like I said, it's the most basic collection, very simple, but I just think that the packaging is really pretty and classy. And I think that the little eyeshadow palette, I think, is something that I would use probably quite a lot because it's really nice and small. I could easily throw it in like a makeup bag when I go traveling, and I'd have like everything there to go. And it would be really small and not take up a huge amount of space in my like makeup bag. I know, it's so basic. So basic of me, but it's just so pretty. Okay. The next one is another basic palette, but it is a collaboration with someone that I don't mind. So if any of you know Tanya Hennessy, she's a radio star in Australia. I think she's on one of the Sydney or Canberra radio stations now. And she also has a YouTube channel. She does a lot of videos of like things people say to their hairdresser, things people say to their personal trainer, different things like that. So you've probably all seen one or two of her videos roll up in like your Facebook feed or YouTube recommended, different things like that. She's collaborated with Models Prefer, which is another Australian makeup brand. She's come out with her own eyeshadow palette. She's also got a brush set, a makeup bag, and a mascara. Now, this is all revolved around food, basically. So the palette she has called, I think, the bread palette. So it has little pieces of bread cut out of it. The colors are quite basic, but I think if anyone loves Tanya Hennessy, I think they'd be all over this. And then the brush set comes with the makeup bag. This all has like encapsulated sprinkles in it, and the sprinkles do move apparently, which is cool. And then there's a mascara, which I think might just be a repackaged mascara from the Models Prefer line, and she's just kind of like renamed it. Yes, fairy bread. I think that's actually what she called the I think that's what she's called the brush set, and then the palette is the bread palette, I think. Oh, it's the How Good Is Bread carb colored eyeshadow palette. I don't know how to use any of this essential 4-piece brush set, and the I Can't Apply False Lashes waterproof mascara. So she always like takes the mickey out of herself and laughs about how bad she is at makeup. So I think it's pretty funny, and it's a bit cute, this like whole collection. So if you're into that, I'm not going to buy any of this, but I do think it's a pretty cool collection. Kylie Cosmetics have come out with their holiday collection. So this is not releasing until the 19th, which is in 2 days' time, 3 days' time, I think, if you're in America. This has a lot of stuff in it. So looks like a brush set, a blush highlighter, duo. Looks like a setting powder, some eye toppers, some liquid lipsticks, a palette, a liner. There's a lot in this collection. A lot. I do prefer this collection over, what was that money collection that she came out with for her birthday. I think if you like Kylie, you're probably going to be all over this. I'm not the biggest fan of her, so I won't be buying any of this. But it's good to see that she's gone with a nice collection. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I just like the red theme. I like the candy stripes. Reminds me of candy canes, which I need to get some. Anyway, moving on. Christine from Simply Nailogical and her nail polish line, Hello Taco. I don't even deserve to talk about this collection considering the state of my nails at the moment, but she has come out with a holiday collection, and this consists of 5 holographic glitter nail polishes, and some of these look really nice. Actually, they look really nice. So this is what they look like on the nails, the set, and each of the nail polishes. These look really nice. I haven't really heard much about her nail polish collection. I haven't really watched any videos or reviews on like the formula or anything like that, reviews about the nail polishes and what they're like. So I can't really comment on any of it, I guess. The colors are nice. I would imagine that it would be a good formula considering Christine has like thousands of nail polishes. If you've ever watched any of her videos, like her whole entire wall behind her is just nail polishes. So if she didn't have a good formula, I would be really disappointed. But yeah, I think she's really cool. I like her videos. I enjoy her videos. I enjoy her content. And I like her whole, I don't know what the right word is, like ethos behind her channel. I know she does some really cool things. She gives away like scholarships to people to go to university in Canada and different things like that. She does some really good things with the money that she like makes from her YouTube channel. So I think she's a great content creator, and yeah, I think if you want nail polishes, she's one to support. I'm not going to talk about that because that's boring. Nabla have revealed their new eyeshadow palette. This is the Dreamy 2 the Mystic palette. This is a like witchy themed palette, which seems to be all the craze at the moment. The palette looks interesting. It has 3 shimmers in it and a shitload of, 3 mattes and a shitload of shimmers. This is what the swatches look like. There looks to be quite a number of double ups in there, like quite similar colors. And I don't know. I don't necessarily think every palette needs a black, but I think having a nice deeper color in there helps complement a lot of shimmers, particularly like you can use it in the outer corner to deepen up colors and get like a nice gradient effect across the lid. This seems to be missing a color like that. It does have like quite a dark matte brown, but it has shimmer in it. And I hate it when people put glitter in matte colors. I just don't think it works. I don't think it's necessary. It's annoying. It's annoying, and you don't need it. Some of these look quite chunky and almost invisible on the pale skin tone. I don't know. I've heard really, really, really mixed things about the Nabla eyeshadow palettes. So I'm always very like dubious about buying any of their palettes. I've got a few of their single eyeshadows and they're really nice, but I've heard such mixed things about the palettes, like the formula and the quality is like all over the place when they release palettes. So I'm always like on the back foot when I see their new palettes. Sonia G has released a new eye set. Sonia G makes amazing eyeshadow brushes for anyone that doesn't know who she is. I love Japanese eyeshadow brushes. I think that they are some of the best eyeshadow brushes ever made anywhere in the world. I think that they just really have the art down. I just think that they are amazing, and they have like families that have been doing the art for like generations upon generations upon generations. So they really know what they're doing, and they are like some of the softest brushes that you'll ever use on your eyes. These are, I believe that all her brushes are like some form of animal hair. So if you don't like animal hair brushes, I would steer clear of these, and I would probably recommend steering clear of most Japanese brushes, because you'll find pretty much all of them will be some form of animal hair. That's just what they do. Yeah, I can't really comment on why they haven't gotten into synthetic brushes, but they've just always used animal hair. I don't know. But I really, really, really want to try some of the Sonia G brushes. I've heard amazing things about these brushes. And the color blue. Blue's like one of my favorite colors. So the handles like speak to me as well. And she's good at making like brushes for small eyes. So if you are looking for some brushes for your small eyes, check out some of her like finer eye brushes, because you'll probably find something that will work well with your eye shape and your eye size. What are you? So I've just caught up on everything on beauty news. I'm just jumping over to Trend Mood now to see if there's anything on her page that beauty news didn't have, I guess. I don't think there is much, but I will see if there is and comment on it. Actually, this is one thing that I didn't mention last week. This is the new palette from Lorac. This is the Artistry Book eyeshadow palette. This palette is huge. Like, it is freaking huge. This palette really reminds me of the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie Carnival palette and Carnival Extra Large palette. Like, for some reason, that's the palette that I thought of immediately when I saw this. I think it's just the layout and the way it's designed with the black packaging. It reminds me so much of that palette. This palette is huge. I think if you are looking for some colors, like a good mix of colors and neutrals, there's quite a lot of mattes in here. So if you want some nice shimmery colors, you're probably not going to get them in this palette. I'd be interested to know what the formula is like on these. I haven't purchased anything from Lorac since I think the Grande, no, that's the Fizzy Art palette. Since what are they called? The Lorac Pro 1. I think that's the last Lorac palette that I purchased, purely because they are almost impossible to get in Australia. Like, if you want them in Australia, you pretty much have to get a mail forwarding service in America, like, to buy it for you and ship it to Australia. And I just don't think that they're worth that time, that effort, that kind of money for a palette like this, when I can just use my Stacey Marie Be Perfect Carnival palette. It looks so similar. It looks almost identical, I think. This is weird. So Way, which does hair products, have released chill pills. So these are like fizzy bath bombs. They look quite interesting. I don't know how many you get in the packet. They're $28 US. They have jojoba seed, safflower seed, and hemp seed oil in them. So they would give you like a nice nourishing bath. They have 6 of these tablets in them. I don't know, $28 US. I think it's a bit of a weird product to see from Way. Like, Way does hair products and this is a bath product. I just don't see the connection. Oh, and it's jasmine rose, which is the smell. The scent is jasmine rose. Felicity, you're here. You finally decided to show up. Yeah, I think it's very strange for a hair care brand to release a bath product. Weird. Peachy Queen is coming out with the I'll Be There For You, obviously, Friends palette. This is a 16-pan eyeshadow palette. It's going to be $29.99. I have a confession to make, and some of you will probably unsubscribe after hearing this, but I've never really been the biggest fan of Friends. I've always enjoyed it, but I'm not like a die-hard fan. So this palette doesn't really speak to me for that reason, because I don't know, I just don't get that like nostalgia pull that most people would probably get from this palette, because yes, I've enjoyed it, but I've never really had that massive connection to Friends. I don't know, I think it was one of the shows that my parents never really let me watch growing up. I don't know why. I think because there was always something else on the other channel, and I don't even know what it is. Yeah, I want to say like we always watched whatever was on another channel at the same time, and that's why I never watched it. You're a bit meh on Friends too, yeah. I don't know. This palette looks quite nice. Like it's all right. The swatches look nice. I don't know what. I'm just trying to see. It looks like the color names are all like Friends related. Darlene, hated Friends. Okay. I'm glad you guys are here because you understand my thoughts. Like, it was always an all right show, but I never had like a massive love for it and a massive like pull. Anyway. Ooh, what's that? I swear there was something else in here. It is getting hot. Where's my little fan? I'm dying in the heat. It's only, what are we, November? It's not even summer yet. And I am already like sweltering, dying from the heat, wanting to turn the aircon on. It is ridiculously hot in Australia at the moment. I can't deal. I can't deal. While I've got you all here, would you all be interested in seeing either like a Black Friday wish list or a like holiday Christmas wish list or a like Black Friday sale recommendation? I think I did one last year, but I haven't really seen a lot of brands promoting what they're going to be doing for Black Friday just yet. But if you are interested, I guess I could throw one together at the last minute. You just have to let me know whether that's something that you would be interested in. Not hot in Melbourne. You don't have to rub it in my face. I'm in Queensland and I'm dying. It is so hot. I'll actually tell you something really embarrassing. So obviously anyone that's in Australia knows that there are a load of fires going on at the moment, and it's like breaking my heart to see what's going on in Australia. It's really, really scary. Anyway, it started spitting. Like I heard it on the roof earlier today, and I got so excited and I ran outside and I was like, puppies, it's raining. And I started like dancing and it stopped almost immediately. I was like, what do you mean? Where's the rain? We need the rain. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I hope everyone in Australia is staying safe. Real tangent here. I hope everyone's staying safe. If you are in any areas where there's been fires or if it's getting close, I hope you're staying like vigilant and you're ready to leave if you need to. It's very scary. It's very, very scary. And if you do have the means, there's lots of places that you can donate money to at the moment. Like there's Salvos. What's the other one? Salvos, Red Cross, and there's also a few, if you are that way inclined, like pet rescue places, animal rescue places that need donations as well, because there's like a lot of wildlife. There's so many like koalas that have been rescued and they've like got burns all over their bodies and different things like that. It's really heartbreaking to see what's going on. What's everyone saying? Tom, you're here. Yes, Black Friday recommendations and Xmas wish list. Okay, I'll get onto it. I'm up for a wish list recommendations. Yes, to a wish list. I'm in Queensland next week. Oh, really? Hope you are safe where you are. I'm in Melbourne, so all good. It's very scary to have such bad fires so early in the season. That's what I'm so scared about. It's the fact that it is like it's not even summer yet, and this is already happening. So it's scary. And the fact that Australia has zero water at the moment as well. Like the areas where there has fires, like zero water. So it's very scary. Anyway, back onto something more happy, not to negate that. What am I looking for? Indie mood. In terms of wish list, they'll probably, I don't really have that much on my wish list this year, makeup wise. So it probably would be a very broad wish list. And in terms of sales, I guess I think last year I mainly focused on indie brands because indie brands have amazing sales around Black Friday. So I'll see what I can do. Maybe I could do an anti-haul. This is kind of an anti-haul. I don't think there's anything that I've wanted so far in the last couple of weeks. Although I went into Sephora on Friday. Yes, Friday. And swatched the Mercury Retrograde palette. I still want it. It's still on my list. I'm still so tempted by it. It's ridiculous. All right, indie stuff. Let's see if there's any indie stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to go turn the aircon on and sit in front of it for the rest of the afternoon. I think that's probably it. Yep. Ooh. I swatched Retrograde as well. It's beautiful. It is, isn't it? I was actually surprised how much I liked it. So I may still buy it. If I did get it, would you guys be interested in seeing like looks and review on it? Or have I kind of missed the boat? I've really missed the boat a lot this year with buying new releases and doing reviews. I'm always like 10 steps behind the 8 ball. I know. It's $115 in Australia. It's ridiculous. I was thinking maybe after Xmas sales. Yeah, I was thinking if Sephora Australia do a Black Friday sale, because I think in America they don't usually do a Black Friday sale, but I think in Australia they usually do. I think they usually do their like 20% off for Black Friday. So if they do that, I may get the Huda palette. Maybe. I go through cycles of anti-hauls and buying splurges. Yeah, I'm the same. It's 115 though. I know. Actually, that's one thing that I keep wanting to check. I swear when I saw Huda announce that it was being released, and she tends to put all the prices in her release photo. Let me see if I can find it. And I swear that post said it was only $106. Still freaking expensive, don't get me wrong. But it's a lot cheaper than $115. And I feel like Sephora Australia is really doing the dirty when it comes to prices because, like I said, I swear it said it was only $106 in her announcement video. I'm not going to be able to find it now. I'm almost certain that it said it was only, because I thought for 106, not too bad. Thank you. Yeah, I know. And then I saw Sephora prices and nearly had a heart attack. I was going to send them a message and hit them up about why their prices are different. do like it when brands kind of set the price. I'm interested in seeing Huda swatches. Okay. I think I saw that price too. I feel like Sephora Australia mark everything up. I know they mark everything up. Things you can't buy elsewhere in Australia. Definitely. Yeah. Sephora New Zealand does it too. Yeah. They really capitalize on the fact that Australia is like away from everything and there's very limited like access to different brands. I think they definitely capitalize on that. Okay, there's dates. Where's the prices? Yeah, I'm going to have to try and find this later. And if it is 106, I'm going to see what the hell Sephora Australia are doing. See what the price is on Selfridge is. Selfridge shipping is really high, isn't it, though? Or is it free shipping after a certain price? I'll just put it on my Christmas wish list. Someone else can buy it for me. Might be worth an order if you have other things. Yeah. I'm trying to be good. I have Christmas presents to buy. And my husband's never easy. He doesn't put simple things on his Christmas wish list. I guess I'm the same. I do the same thing to him. He doesn't put simple things on his Christmas wish list. He puts quite out there, hard to find things on his Christmas wish list. So I have to like do some hunting and pay for pay for freight and stuff for his Christmas presents. No, I can't find it. It must have been a typo or something like that. Your husband doesn't know what he wants this year for Christmas. You're all out of ideas. I don't think what my husband wants for Christmas is going to help you. It's not going to help at all. My husband's gotten right into bees. I mean, like buzzing bees. So we have Australian native bees and we also have European bees. So he just wants like a whole heap of stuff to do with that, like to help him grow his swarm. I don't know. What do you call a collection of beehives? Yeah. He's like an old man trapped in a young man's body. Anyway, I think that's probably it. I am dying. Colony. Yeah, maybe. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's it. There wasn't actually that much that was released this year. I don't know. You guys will know more than I do. I just listen to him talk about the beehives and go, yep, that's cool. Nah, it is actually pretty cool. But I have no idea what the terms are. I just say, when do we get honey? Okay. I'll agree with you, Tom. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is it apiary? Apiary? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm sweltering. I have a sweaty moustache. That's how hot it is. So I will catch you all. Let me just think. Yes, I think I will definitely catch you all next Sunday. And hopefully it won't be too hot next Sunday. So, yeah, I'll see you all next week. Bye. Thanks for joining me as well. Bye.